Hello students, welcome once again, and let's look at this question over here. Now if 5 is to this exponent equal to 0.04 multiplied by to the power negative 28 and s is greater than 1, we should find x. So we have this here. Now we have if x is greater than 0. So if x is greater than 0, then which means that 0.04 is basically 1 over 25, right? So we have 0.04 as 1 over 25. So from the question we have 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus that, we have 5 to the power that plus 6, then we have 2x being equal to 0.04 to the power minus 28. Now this is what we have. Now from here we have multiples of 2, so I can factorize 2 out. So factorize 2 out, we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus, then we have x here being equal to, now this is that, so we have 1 over 25 then minus 28. Now this series of numbers over here represents an arithmetic series. So we have an arithmetic series. So we have 1 plus 2 plus 3. So 1 plus 2 plus 3. Then x is an arithmetic series. So it's an arithmetic series, and therefore we have to find the sum of this series. Now the sum of this series has its own formula, and when we are able to get a sum and we insert the values inside, then the sum will come and replace the whole of this series over here. So now the sum of a series is given by, let's say, so since we are finding for the value of x, let's use x. So we have x equal to, we have x over 2 into bracket 2a plus n minus 1, then d, where a is the first term. So we have a as the first term, and from here the first term is just 1. So the first term of the series is 1. Now d is the common difference, so d represents the common difference. So the common difference is just 2 minus 1, the second term, then minus the first term. So we have 1 as the common difference also. Now from here we are going to put the value of a and d into the equation. So we have s of x over 2, then we have our first term as 1, then we have n minus 1, then a common difference as 1. So now let's continue here. We have over here we have s of x being equal to x over 2. Then from here we have so let's use x here. Let's use x in place of the n. Normally in series is n, the n term. So since we are looking for the value of x, let's use x term, the x term. So 2s is this multiplied by 1 is just that, and from here we have s of x over that, and we have 2 minus 1 is just 1, so s plus 1, and this is what we have for now. So this will go and replace that. So now we have this going to 1 over 25 then minus 28. Now this is what we have. Now the whole of this series here will be replaced by this, because this formula here represents the series over here. So we have 5 to the power 2, and we have the whole of this series being x over 2 multiplied by x plus 1. Whole of this is multiplied. Then now 25 is a perfect square, which is 5 to the power 2, which is negative 28 here. Alright, now since we have this, 2 will get rid of 2, so we have 5x into brackets x plus 1 being equal to, we have so 28 1 exponent minus 28 is just 1, then we have 5 to multiplied by the exponent 28 here. Now from here we have x squared plus x y when we expand it being equal to 1 over, now 2 multiplied by 28 is just negative 56. So we have negative 56, and from there we send this 5 exponent negative 56 to the top there. So sending it to the top there, then we have that, then we send it to the top there, so it will be negative negative, which will be positive. So 5 then becomes negative 6, right? Because it will be negative negative is equal to positive, right? All right. Okay, so this is what we have now. Now indices, since the bases are the same, then equate the exponent. So we equate the exponent. So the exponent that's equal to that. So we have x squared plus x here being equal to 56. Now what do we have here? We have a quadratic equation. So let's continue. Yeah, let's continue here. Okay, so from here we have x squared plus x. So let's send everything to the other side. Now when it causes become negative 56. Now what we're going to do over here is that is a quadratic equation. So we are going to find two values. When we multiply these two values, we should get negative 56. When we add these two values, we should get positive 1. So we have 7 and 8. Now if I multiply 7 and 8, I'll get positive 56, and when I add them, I'll get 15. So let me put negative here. So when I put negative here, negative 7 times 8 gives us negative 56. Negative 7 plus 8 will give us positive 1, which is positive 1 over here. So we are going to replace the negative 7x, then positive 8x with the x over here. So we are replacing the x here by that. So negative 7s and then positive 8s. Then we have negative 6 being equal to 0. Right? Alright. So now from here, let's continue here. So we have that 7x plus 8s, then minus 56. Let's solve them separately, being equal to 0. So what will happen is that we have a common x over here. So we factorize x out. Then we have x plus 7. Then we have positive 8 outside, and we have x. 8 goes into 56 7 times. It is alright, so it is 7. Now 7 is negative, sorry for that, and it is positive here. So we have positive, and we have so which means that we have negative here, so it is negative 56. So it will be negative here. So let's get rid of this. So we have s squared minus 7x, right, and then 8s minus 56, right? Sorry for that. Then we have x out, x minus 7 here. Then we have 8 here, x minus 7 here, being equal to 0. So now this and this are the same. So we have this and that also. So we have x plus 8 outside. Then the inside one is just 7 minus x minus 7, being equal to 0. So therefore x plus 8 is equal to 0. Therefore x will be equal to negative 8, and x minus 7 is equal to 0, and therefore x will be equal to 7. Now we said from the beginning, now from the question, we add from the question that the question says if s is greater than 0. So we have that if s is greater than 0, which means that therefore the value of x is 7, because x is greater than 0, therefore it is the positive integer. So it is positive 7, not negative 7. So we have positive 7 as our final answer. So thank you very much for joining me in this section, and I hope you understand, and we'll meet for another section. All right.